What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Bokeh Garage. As you can tell, we are here in my room because I just got a big old package from Subaru, and it's going to be part one of three of a very enlightening series, very short series for the Subaru. Now, see this big old box? I don't know what that says on it right there. For sale, F-R-E-S-L-E. I don't know what that says, but I don't care. I want to open this box because this is something, guys, I have been waiting for quite a while. I've been wanting to do this for, gosh, ever since I had my original GC8, my four-door, and that was like, I want to say a decade and a half ago. So I'm going to try and get this box open for you guys because I really want to go over what's inside of here. Now, like I said, this is going to be the first episode of a three-part series. And the reason why I said it's going to be an enlightening series is because it's all going to be about lights. Check it out. JDM GC8 taillights. Oh, guys. Whoo, look at that. I know it's still in the bubble wrap. I want to get this thing out of there. It's like Christmas came early for me, guys. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Brand new JDM taillights for the GC8. Straight from Subaru. Like literally straight from the dealer themselves. It comes with this really nice soft packaging. Obviously, we didn't get just one. We got both of them because you can't just have one without the other. You got to have both of them. Just mint condition beauties. Guys, you have no idea how excited I am to have these things. If you were a Subaru guy and you know, these things are incredibly expensive. Like they're usually, you're talking like $400 to $600 for a pair on average. I didn't pay that. But let's not be outshined by just that, because we have another item in here, two items technically, but it makes up one thing. And we're going to install this one in today's episode, and that is the rear trunk lid, LED light thingy. So this, if you guys don't know, is the actual, if they sent me the right thing, of course, this is the latch assembly that has like the electronic plug on it to actually activate the latch switch. Yep, there it is. Check it. There's the little plug right there. There's the actuator with the spring. And the beautiful thing about this, guys, and I don't know why these weren't done in the factory, because this is all factory. Like the plug for this is inside the trunk, unused, just there. Just like the plug for this is inside the trunk, and the slot for it's inside the trunk, just there, unused. And the fact that they're not used out of the factory in America is really odd to me, because unless it was a factory option, like, you know, you check the box that you wanted a trunk light, it just seems very strange to not include that, like, standard. Because this right here, this was like $7 from Subaru, and this, I want to say, was $16, something like that, 16 to 20 bucks. So yeah, like literally, let's say $30 right there. Boom. I don't see why that wouldn't be just standard. Now, I know I said this is video one of three, and we already showed two lights. We showed the tail lights, which that's going to be one video on its own. Why would we do a separate video per light? And we showed the trunk LED. What is the third item? Fog lights. Yep, you guys knew it was coming. Ever since I got the JDM version 4, 5, 6 bumper, whatever the hell it's called, I have wanted to get a set of these so bad for the Impreza, and I'm just, I got them for an amazing price. Met some really cool guys in the area, part of the car scene and whatnot, and I'm just very grateful and thankful to them. These things are just absolutely awesome. Now, they do take some modification. These are off of a Bug-Eye, and as long as you have the brackets and the JDM bumper and all that, they will bolt right up in. However, the plugs do not. That is a Bug-Eye plug. That is a GC8 plug. I already modified this one just to test and make sure they work. And don't worry, we'll go into more in depth on that when that video comes out. But I am so happy, so happy to have these finally, guys. But today it's all about this. All right, guys, we are outside. Obviously, it is dark. It is nighttime, but I don't really need that much light to see what I'm doing here. And once we get this installed, obviously the light will take care of itself. Now, for the mods that I've done to this Subaru, this is probably honestly one of the easier mods to do. As you guys can see, this loose little wire that just hangs and dangles right here, that's our light plug. And then there, right there, that's the hole where the light slides, just slots right in, literally. And yes, guys, I know the trunk is messy and dirty. It's my work vehicle. What can I say? You see that right there, guys? Boom, boom. That is the plug for the hatch. Like, it's literally as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as removing two 12 millimeter bolts, putting in the new one, latching it up, plugging the plugs in, and voila. So, aside from the fact that I can't speak right now, apparently, let's get this in. It wasn't until I got that first bolt out that I realized you guys probably couldn't see any of that. So let me break this one free, but there you go. It's as simple as that, guys. I guess the only real difficult part about this is if you have all the tabs for your Subaru, then taking that out and disconnecting the actual cable connected to this latch is probably the most difficult part of this upgrade, mod, whatever you want to call it. So, boom. See that right there? That little ball right there? If you pull on this tab here, it should pull out of the way, just like that. Oh, right. I forgot about that. We're caught on the end there. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's probably the most difficult part, is getting that off of there, because it's got a little bit of a tension on it. Like, it goes literally right here. It's this cable right here. It goes boom, boom. It's kind of weird that it goes here all the way around up to the driver's side. I'm assuming that's because the original Japanese, it would have been on that side, so, but whatever. America re-engineered it to do that. So, let's grab our new one. And again, the only major difference, guys, is literally just this little activator switch. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. All right, so basically, guys, what I did is I kind of just pushed the prong next to that little thing, and I just pushed it against the body until it tabbed in place. And then now for the ball. There we go. Boom. Installed, in place. Ready to rock and roll. At least for that part. Now as for this cable here, guys, once you get that plugged in there, there's really no, like, I guess, wrong way to run this wire. There's holes right here. It's really hard to tell. There's escape holes right here, escape hole right here, and you just got to use one of them to run this wire through. I'm going to try and go for the one that's down there, if you guys can see it, right in there. See if I can get this thing in there. Only because it's kind of like, you know, at the bottom, really close to the actual plug itself. And I think I got it, yep. So, which way does it go? Probably like this, based on the tabs. Boom. Yep, clicked right in. Now, Obviously, I didn't plug the light in, and it's not going to activate and work right away, mainly because if I recall from another video, someone said that the switch itself, this activator, uses the actual bolts here to ground for the actual, like, you know, ground. So that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of neat of Subaru to do something like that. And there we go, guys. I tightened it up off screen because obviously it's just tightening 2 bolts. Who really wants to waste time seeing that? But now here comes the fun part. Plugging this in, making sure it works. Now, if it doesn't instantly work right away, guys, don't be afraid, don't be scared, at least in my situation, because I put an LED in there, which are polarity sensitive. So if it doesn't work right away, that means I just got to switch it around. There we go. Sorry, guys. I could not do that with one hand. I kept fumbling with the LED, but as you can tell, it's working. So if I'm not mistaken, when I push on this tab, it goes off, comes on, off, on. So it works. I kind of obviously knew it was going to work because I've seen a few other people do this before. But before I put it back on fully, we're going to put on this little plastic shield, which dilutes the light a little bit and just overall protects it from, I guess, water or something. If I don't drop it again, of course. So I'm doing all this one-handed, guys, and it's really tricky. The stand that I have my GoPro on doesn't like, I'm with all the junk that's in my car right now. There's not really a good way to position it, but boom, got it on. It's nice and bright. And of course, guys, the second I go off camera, I'm able to get it instantly, boom, like no problem. But when on camera, nope, it wanted to fight me till the last end. So I'm going to turn off my little spotlight here on the side. I'm going to turn off the GoPro light just to kind of see what it does. And you know what? That's not too bad. I feel like I could get a better LED for this, and I probably will in the future. But the fact that I actually have light now in the trunk at all is pretty great, because obviously turn it off, on, off, on. And in a pinch, that's not a horrible lot of light, but you know what? It's better than no light. And if you guys own Imprezas, you guys know that not having a trunk light sucks. But we got one now, and you can't see me. Now you can see me. But yep, that's it. Pretty short, pretty simple, pretty easy. Now here is the real kicker though. Here's the real test. Let's put that in there. Let's put this in there. Do we need to adjust our latch? Closes, but does it open? And the answer is a resounding yes. It does open, which means we succeeded. Like I said, guys, when you're messing with trunk latches, that is always the scariest part, because if you guys don't know, on these things, the rear seats, at least on my model, the rear seats don't go down at all, get no access. So I'd have to take the seats off and to get everything open and remove all that stuff. I wanted to get back in the trunk if I screwed up, but I didn't. But anyways, guys, this was just a quick little last minute late night project because the parts came in. I have been waiting so long for them. I am so excited for the taillights, guys. You have no idea. I want to do the taillights right now, but we're gonna wait until we have proper daylight and I clean out the trunk, because obviously we need to get access to the screws for that. The you know, I'm not going to go over the fog lights or any of that stuff right now. I'm going to go over those when it comes time to those. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this random ass stupid video. I hope you enjoyed me fumbling at night with screws and bolts and nuts and all that. And I hope if you guys have a Subaru and you've thought about, you know, how can I get a trunk light, or how hard is it to do the trunk light? It's really simple. It's really easy. The parts lists are all online and they're super cheap. So if you've always wanted a trunk light for your Subaru, especially your 90s Subarus, go out there and do it. It's real easy. Anyways, guys, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Remember, every broken car is an adventure, and right now we got quite a bit of broken cars here at the Boken Garage. But you know what? That's just more adventure. So until next time, remember, don't be a hoonigan in the streets. Save that shit for the track. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.